Hello and welcome back to the Abundant Living University. I'm your host, Glenn Ullman. I'd like to start with a quote from Mark Twain. He said, "I'm an old man and have known a great many troubles. Most of them never happened." So under the heading of both university and creating a more abundant, balanced life, I think we all just have to have a little faith. The current budget crisis that we seem to be barreling forever in and towards got worse on Valentine's Day yesterday when the president announced his 2012 budget. And this budget really doesn't do anything but continue what has started under President Bush in 2000 and has seen an almost 100% increase in spending. Now, that's not a political statement. It does take into account that we have two wars and that we have also had a near economic collapse. It's not a political statement, but it is nevertheless a factual statement. Our spending as a country at the federal government level has increased twice the rate of inflation and clearly is unsustainable. But the reason why I think we all have to have a little faith is we as a country have suffered through these problems before. Things that seemed intractable, as Mark Twain said, troubles that never really became troubles. The last time we had a major deficit problem in this country was in 1992, and by the end of that century, albeit with the peace dividend from the end of the Cold War, we were running surpluses. What we really need to focus on right now is that our deficit is 22% of our output as a country. That's a dangerous level. Where do we want it? We want it down about 18 or 19%. And to bend that cost curve will require looking at entitlement spending and the Defense Department, not just ending certain social programs like has been threatened, National Public Radio, one of my favorites, federal funding for all sorts of things that different political parties want to get rid of. So remember, have a little faith. Every time this country has ever come to a crisis, whether it be the revolution, the ability to pull a constitution together where we had competing interests between big states and little states, and hence got the House of Representatives on a population basis and the Senate on a two-per-state basis, whether it was the issues of slavery, the Industrial Revolution, labor laws, clean air, the defense build-up to end the reign of the Soviet Union, to the end of the Cold War, to the collapse of the internet bubble, to 9/11, to, again, name the problem du jour, Y2K. When faced with a crisis, we seem to get it done, and again, the troubles never seem to ever really come to fruition. Solvable problem, keep the pressure on our representatives. It's time that they looked at all things and that all costs were part of the formula to solve this for a long time to come. We welcome your questions and thoughts and look forward to hearing from you again and with you soon.